When you go on holiday, do you pack a racket and some shoes and maybe some kit to take with you? In fact, do you go one step further? Do you check for courts? Well, I suppose if you're going to take your racket and kit, you've already checked for courts. But the question really comes down to this idea of, do you actively try to play squash when you are on holiday? And by holiday, I don't mean you're not working and maybe you're at home. I mean that you jump on a plane and you fly somewhere, or you catch a train, or you have a staycation and you stay in the country. So that's really the question. I've never been on an aeroplane with a racket. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know where to put it. I mean, do I put it in my hand luggage, in which case it sort of sticks out? Do I put it in the hold? And if I put it in the hold, I mean, I've taken, actually I have taken rackets on a plane, because I brought all of those rackets back last year or the year before. It just went in a suitcase, and I suppose that's what you do. I don't know. In fact, just very quickly, those big racket bags that people buy? Well, the one I've got, which is down in the basement, so I can't show it to you, the inner pocket has got this inner lining of heat-resistant material. It's kind of like just the silver foil that you find in cars, that you put in cars to reflect the heat. That's where you're supposed to put your rackets, because that's supposed to keep the temperature of the rackets the same. Now, most people like me, and probably you, when they got those racket bags, they put all of their kit in the middle, and their shoes and their other, balls and stuff, and then the rackets go in the side. But those pockets on the side are for the rackets. The main part is for the rackets. That's where you're supposed to keep them. So as far as jumping on a plane is concerned, I thought putting rackets in a hold was a bad thing because of the changes in pressure and temperature. And that's why you've got those racket bags designed like that. But anyway, I mean, tell me about your experiences taking rackets on planes. But the real question again is, do you actively book hotels with squash courts, or do you look and see if you've got squash courts? I've done it before. I went to Center Parcs once, many years ago, and I took my kit. And then the following week, I was actually at a national squad teaching some of the children there. And strangely enough, one of the boys on the holiday in Center Parcs was going to the national squad the next week. So that was quite funny. So I've played squash when I know that there's courts there, but I don't book hotels just because it's got a court. It's like, if it has, okay, that might interest me, but not because of it. And that's my question to you. When you go on holiday, do you actively try to play squash? On the screen at the moment, somewhere up here, is a playlist of all of the other questions for you to look at. And probably down here somewhere is another video that YouTube thinks is a really good fit for you. And probably down here is a subscription button. If and only if you think my content is useful, please consider subscribing. And remember, do something every single day to improve your squash. See ya.